find one of the best ways to get rid of weeds is to feed them to the chickens, because then the chickens will eat the little seed pods, especially on these mallow things. Those seed pods are really yummy. And then those mallows won't drop their seeds everywhere and spread next year. My mom was awesome. She incubated 5 of her eggs from her chickens and gave us those 5 little chicks. 5 chicks. And can you count how many roosters are right here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hi guys. They're actually really sweet. And there's our kind of mean. Well, he's not mean, so I don't know. He's just not friendly. Original rooster there. And oh yeah, there's the 5th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All 5 of them turned out to be roosters. So, kind of a funny problem. Right now I've got the micro irrigation, these little drip irrigation sprinkler things going. And I had to buy, about 1,000 feet of this bigger pipe to get it to the different zones that I made. And through a lot of trial and error, I ended up making 4 zones. So one of them goes on this side of the path all the way out to the back and kind of around to that shed back there. Another one has, I don't know how I got it so imbalanced, but well, you can't see right now, but it's just like essentially one flower bed plus a little bit extra. But got it all balanced and working out well. And this was the final stuff to to get watered or get the system put in. So things are just a little bit less developed here than before, but they've caught up pretty quickly. We've got some nice squash and pumpkin plants, and the tomatoes are just starting to ripen up. Look at that great big sunflower. And all these trees. You're doing great. I don't remember what kind of melon this is, but something like a cantaloupe or a muskmelon. I can't remember, but a sweet melon of some kind. Crookneck squash, and my goodness, we're eating these as fast as we can. Just want to check that sprinkler down there. Okay, so it's pretty well covered up, but it is still getting to the center of the plant. Oh man, lots of squash in this thing. Just one plant, amazing. Gives us more than we can really even eat. Rather than planting flowers here, I mean, we do have a lot of flowers and bushes and things. Comfrey there. So rather than planting only flowers, we put a lot of veggies out here because they are great annuals that grow quickly and give us something to eat. And we're doing pretty well. Pretty fun. It's so satisfying to hear the sprinklers and to see that they're actually doing a good job. Gotta kind of get that grass under control a little bit better, but for the most part, it's been staying pretty well under control with just all this, all the wood chips. In just a few minutes, I'll turn on the final zone, and it'll water this half. On most early mornings, I'll come out here and do a few loads full of chips. It's starting to make a difference. Eventually, I'll get all that covered out there, except for the spots where I'm going to build other sheds. It's amazing though how much it's changed out here just from a summer's worth of growth, especially with the annuals and with the trees growing more. Got a little pumpkin growing there, and a bigger one. Where was it? I found it today. Oh, here it is. Golly, they grow so fast. So beautiful. I think these are Cinderella pumpkins. I could be, no, they're not. Because they're more flat, Cinderella pumpkins are. Can't remember. And there's a fake pumpkin, my fiberglass one. Entirely engulfed. In fact, there's a real pumpkin growing right on top of it. Look at all these flowers. They smell so good. A little bit like gardenia or Easter lily, which to me are somewhat similar smells. Pretty flowers. It says yellow yarrow, and it's kind of going to seed now. These are a little bit past their, well, definitely past their prime, but very, very pretty. We'll have to dig up those bulbs. These are gladiolus. I'll have to dig them up before winter time. Check out this one. We've had some really strong winds the past few days, and this isn't staked, and it's still standing up just fine. I mean, it's leaning slightly, but it's not broken or anything. None of them are. I kind of expected that one would break, and it didn't, which is kind of impressive. Again, just being near that sound of the sprinklers is just really, really satisfying. Just makes everything feel alive when there's water moving. There's the cart that I gather the wood chips in every day. So this is the stem of a mushroom. It's a thin-walled concrete creation that I've started. I made it just out of cardboard. That's really good. There you go. You can see that a little bit better now. Completely hollow, and then covered in fiberglass reinforced cement, and it's incredibly strong and thin, which makes it light. So it's the stem of a mushroom. I've got the cap inside. It's about 4 feet across, making it nice and lightweight as well. But while the water's on here, you know, I just set a timer for myself to come out and change it every few minutes, like every 20 minutes. And whenever I do come out here, I can't just change the zones and then leave it. I always have to just walk around and see the water do its job, and it's so pretty to see it all wet, and it's just so pleasant. So happy with our yard. This year has just been an incredible year for growth. Look at these chamomile, obviously way past their prime. They've all gone to seed now, but you can see how big they got. And here we are again by the chicken coop and the pool and trampoline where we started. All right, I'm gonna go show you that mushroom cap that I was talking about inside. But here's this. It's a little bit of a monstrosity of a design. It's very difficult to get that perfect curve just with cardboard, but I've already waterproofed it and sealed it. I've done the bottom part. You can see I'm just lifting it with one finger, essentially. So that's going to be the bottom, and it's not the finished thing. I'm going to be putting the gills down here, gills of a mushroom, and the stem that I showed you outside just fits inside there. And it's only been drying overnight. I guess it's about 12 hours now. I mean, very, very hard. You can see how thin it is. And today I'm gonna work on putting the rest of that on there. I might have showed you this already, but my gummy bear made out of foam is now covered in fiber reinforced epoxy resin. So nice and hard. And this has really, really short pieces of fiberglass, like milled fiberglass is what they call it. So with that roughness, I can cover it in some epoxy putty. In the painting realm, I've been photographing quite a stack of some of my figurative pieces for a client friend. Now here is where, due to user error, you only get little tiny glimpses of Annalise and Banjo and Laura Jean. It did take a few more seconds than this, but next time I'll have to include them better. But I'll see ya.